Wow, I was busy over there. That's why it took long. And I had to do some other thing. I still gotta do errands. Why is like errand day for me is like it takes so long. Gotta go get some fresh meat for later. And that's the other reason why I kind of always got something to do too, because I buy fresh meat maybe every 2 days. I don't like having meat for the week. Give me, give me 1 second. Let me get my water here. All right, enough with the meat. Let's get down to the meat of the move. It's about to drop. The numbers are about to drop. I'm waiting to see what type of dip we can get. If we can pull back all the way down to the 50, that would be very nice. Or else maybe the 77. If we can trap below 77, I might take a long there as well. I'm looking for a long, basically. I'm not looking for a short. Trying to set up your top step. I like it. If you need help, I guess, just let me know in the Discord. I'll help you out with what I can if you do have a struggle there. Let's see, let's see. Remember, this is quick, so this is very fast. So I'm not going to be talking too much on the entries, but basically I'm watching 77, 76 area if we can trap there. If we fail there, we're likely going to the 50s, at which point I will be taking a step back. I'm not going to be long anymore until the 50s, and then I'll be waiting for and watching for a trap at the 50s. I would imagine we would fail 77 and then go test 50, which is kind of the inevitable kind of hot thing that is pinging in my head we might want to do. Obviously, assuming that we have a pullback. If we don't, we might just rally, but I don't want to think about that scenario. This is becoming the best long almost all year, easily. Maybe, but come on. All right, all right, all right. It's about to get wild, so make sure you're careful. One contract is plenty for me. My stop will be adjusted as I kind of go and seeing the flow. I'm looking at 2 trades, no more than that, because that is plenty. That is plenty. All right, come on, let's get the dip. I want to see the dip. I'm not even gonna have my charts up. Please don't go up. Please don't go up. Please don't go up. We want to go up, but we need to get a dip. No. Come on. All right, all right. So far, it's kind of holding at that 92. I would not be buying here or selling. I'm waiting for more of these numbers to drop. Oh my gosh, we're still holding that 92. Not even one little pullback. Come on. At least to the 70, you know what I mean? Like, let's trap to the 70. Numbers came in, and basically they are holding rates at 4.75. They are not changing, cutting, or raising. Maybe they did cut it. Sorry. The expectation is 4.75. They basically did exactly as expected. So not a whole lot of big surprise there. Again, I don't, doesn't really matter to me, but come on, man. I'm not excited about buying or longing here. I cannot do nothing here. Nothing. It could go either way right now. Remember, this is very algo driven. We have not seen the move yet. The rules for the game today are very simple. You must know that the traps are coming, expect them, and then follow them. Those are the rules. And size down. You got to be sizing down today. Brand. You're the same brand from the Discord, I think. I don't see it here often, but I appreciate the thumbs up either way. Right now, pretty much just holding up at this 92. I would have got long if we had trapped right below that 76, 77. But again, can't really do much here. It could go either way. Nice. Now I'll remember your screen there. Again, nothing here for me. I was excited. I thought, we were gonna get some volatility, but it's looking like a Monday morning chop opening. Come on, ES. My XFAs needs to grow, man. Come on. XFA is sad today. We just gotta wait. Trust me, it's gonna get better, hopefully, because once Daddy Powell comes on, it's gonna be wild. And I don't think we've scraped the volatility that is incoming yet. All I'm asking for is a dip. Just get something, a little dip. Also behind desktop, maybe first XFA trade today. Nice. Very nice. Just be careful, right? Today, like I said, you gotta be just a little bit extra cautious today. Don't overtrade. But definitely, I would not be putting my first trade right here. It could go either way, you know what I mean? Like, you short here, we could pump. You buy here, we could dump. So, I gotta wait for an action and then, kind of expect a reaction. I'm with Brent on this. I'm with Brent on this. Give us the dip, yes. Big time frame. I mean, I don't know what's going on here with this. I don't know why that thing's not showing the chart, but I have a feeling if I go play around with the OBS, it's gonna shut down the stream or something. So I'm just gonna try to fix that later on. But right now, basically, what I'm trying to point out here is the daily chart. It's ripping higher. I'll walk away from the computer. Trying to get the dip. I'll help you guys. Buddy, that's exactly how I feel too. Like, if I wasn't here, let's say I got late, right? Because I was doing some stuff outside and things. If I had got here late, the dip would have came. It's like the other time. I think I was late because I was cutting meat. And then boom, it was massive. $92 is holding. We gotta acknowledge the 92 is holding. But again, this is the very first level of support. If it is support, I'm not really willing to bid that first level of support after a 150, 200 point rip. I need a trap. I need to see a trap. Right now, the bulls could be the one getting trapped if this thing just rugs pull for some reason. I'm not predicting we're gonna get that dip, but you know what I mean? It's the probability of a dip is likely, happening. It's all a matter of probabilities, this game. From this bounce, we've gone from 57.37, not even counting the low. Let's go from 37, let's say 57.40. We've gone more than 250 points from this bounce without any meaningful pullback, which is okay, but that's what I mean. After a 200-point ripper, I don't know how confident I am in that 92. It could easily work, but it could easily fail too. So when in doubt, stay out. I gotta tell you, this is one of the slowest interest rate decision I've seen in a while. And here I am trying to get excited. It looks like Monday morning. Chop. Oh, you're not playing. You're actually gonna leave. But I hope not. But it does. Something might happen within 5 minutes. Who knows? I hope not, though. Gotta put her to sleep. It's always like that, right? When you're waiting for something, it never comes. And then something always pops up for you to basically miss it. 92 holding up nicely, though. I do gotta say, 92 holding up very nicely right now. It's a very aggressive long there at 92, but am I waiting for the ghost here? That had been long 92 there. Dodge. This is the difficult part of trading, right? Like, I'm already even trying to long at 70, as long as 77, 76, if there's a trap there, right? But I'm pushing my levels up because price just keeps on pushing, you know what I mean? But in reality, I'm more interested in like that 50, 47, and a little bit deeper as well, but we're just not getting any dip at all to us, so that doesn't mean I need to get long at 92 either. The better part's still to come. We got Daddy Powell speaking at 2:30 today. Maybe he's what the market's waiting for. But right now here, I mean, I'm not excited here. I need to follow my rules. I said I need to expect the traps. Right now, there's pretty much nothing. Nada. You could argue that we have some resistance up here. This level is acting up as some type of resistance, 5,600. I think it was actually Antonio who pulled it up, talked about that magical 5,600 on the Discord community. So good job, Antonio. You kind of nailed that 5,600 up there, which it is there. Timestamped and everything. I mean, it's the only significant real pullback worth even noting today. From 5,600 right back down towards that 90, towards that 88. It's the only one. Look at all day. It's just been higher. Maybe this little dip here, but I mean that's kind of that psychological 5,600 is the more like is the one I like, I think, better. Brent might be doing us a favor. He says his daughter's needs to go put Nana. So once Brent walks away, we might get the dip. We'll see. I hope not, though. I actually hope we just kind of chop like this until 2:30. You're back. She fell asleep quickly. The market held for you, though. Did not help. Nope. I'm here. I'm gonna wait. There's no way that I can justify a trade here. Not even a scalp. I don't. We need something, you know. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Let's be careful what we ask for too, because when it comes, it could come in. I gotta tell you though, I think that I'm leaning right now towards the idea of us pulling back. That's where I'm leaning towards. The question is how far of a pullback will we get? So I'm watching this 77, 76. This was the previous all-time high. If we can somehow trap below there, that would be interesting for me. Because to the upside, I have nothing. I'm not going to be shorting this type of strength. There's no way. But if we fail there, we likely go towards that 50 level. So I'm just wondering how I'm going to play it out here, this 77 area. Yeah, it all depends how we get there, right? Like, if we start waterfalling, there's no need to get long at 77 because that's a more aggressive buy, right? But I like 50 better. If we can flush 50, I like that one better. I'm just wondering if I am going to trade the 77. I will, but it depends on the action we get. You know what I mean? Like if we're just waterfalling, I mean, there's no need to touch that, right? But and then below 50, I am not long anymore until way, way down. So far tomorrow too, I missed trading. Oh, you're back tomorrow too for Fresh Cash Friday. That's exciting. Fresh Cash Fridays tomorrow, baby. I love it. I love Fridays. I love it. We'll put my chart on the Discord. Nice. Start my combine. Yeah, I think it's a little bit complicated, but the Top Step does have a dedicated page showing you step by step on their website if you don't want to look through videos and stuff like that. But they do have exactly a page and showing you how to do it. You got to put in, I believe, the license key on it. I don't remember if I had to do that. I think I did. But if you go on the Top Step thing, you'll see it there. They make it pretty easy. I see the chart, Brand. I see it. I don't know why sometimes I mispronounce your name. I'm like Brand. I'm like, no, it's Brand. It's so easy. My apologies there, but I don't know why I mess it up sometimes. I'm looking at the chart. It does look pretty similar levels. Again, I'm not touching this here. I'm not in a rush. Daddy Powell's coming soon, so I'm gonna wait for him to come. Once that guy says good evening, that's it. It's either pullback time or squeezing time. If you are a scalper, I mean, I can clearly see obviously that trend line break there. I'm not gonna trade that. I'm just telling you what I see, right? Flemish is a little bit different. The blue boxes on your chart. That's yeah. That's they look exactly kind of like my levels. We're watching similar levels, and we have to wait. You know what I mean? Like I know your levels are far away. Mine's are a little bit far away too, but that's what sucks about being, uh, I guess, a technical analysis trader or like just waiting in general for your levels. Just gotta wait, right? But I know that once the level comes into play, the trap comes into play, it's not gonna be this nonsense. You know, like this is garbage here. I don't want to know how to trade this. I don't have to know how to trade this. CL was a lot easier to find entry than ES. Hey, see how you do, right? If you like that you find oil more predictable or in a matter that it moves in a way that you can understand it better, I don't see why you need to be trading ES. You know what I mean? Like if you can master oil, you don't need to trade ES, right? But that, of course, will come with time, with you like getting more comfortable with both or with one. I like ES, but I have been watching oil. Don't think I haven't. It just for me, like I said, it takes time for me to kind of do things. Yes, I just find it's like my baby. I built a relationship with it already. This is a very slow start to the Fed rate. It is. Today's just moving straight up, man. It's unbelievable. If I'm ever long, the chart will never just go straight up. Even on a runner. It's been times I'm here with runners and never goes straight up. It ducking pulls back all the way. But that's the market. You gotta love it. Got the trend line break there. We have the doji candle. You know what most people think? They're also thinking about this doji candle as obviously indecision, which it is what it represents. However, they're also thinking that whichever way we break is the way we're likely going to be going. I look at it the other way. Whichever way we break first is likely the trap. But I don't know. It doesn't. Now, those are like psychological things. You know what I mean? They're not really meant to be used as indicators. Even my conspiracy, it's a conspiracy. Either way, I'm a price action trader. I'm going to be waiting for my price to come into play. And if it doesn't come into play, well, then I have no trade. So I'm going to be waiting. Yeah, pull back from the high double bottom. You like ES more. There you go. You'll figure out which one you like better. And I think you got to trade that. Keep on preaching, Brent. That's exactly what I believe. Same thing. It's so much easier, Wigan. You can just let go. Let it go. And especially scalping can bring so much emotion into this game. And I don't believe that this game is a game or that trading is the you versus the chart. I think it's a you versus you. Like when I was new, it was always about me trying to make more money or me trying to chase the market, right? I don't like to scalp. It brings out a different animal in me that I don't like. I used to be banging myself on the freaking computer. I broken things already when I was new, obviously when I was new, right? Now there's no need for that, you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys ever have, but I'll be honest, I have broken some things in the past. I'm not proud to tell you, but I have done it. You know what I mean? Like there was times where I don't remember what it was, but I've grabbed certain things, the first thing I could find in my desk, and I thrown it, I've broken it, you know what I mean? But that was very wrong of me, right? Like, and then from that mentality, I grew as a trader. I'm like, no, this is enough. Well, only when I had enough, and then I said enough like 10 other times, only then did I really sink it in. Like, no, no more. I'm gonna let price come to me. I'm gonna let and manifest that setup that I like in my head so that when it does happen here, I can master that setup here. That's it. And here we have no edge right now. There is no edge in the market right now for me. Exactly. This game, this is supposed to be boring. Like, we're not supposed to be feeling like race car drivers. We're supposed to be bored doing this. Like right now, if I was just sitting here like without the stream, I would be just in my computer. I don't know, maybe watching some highlights. Yes, you still need to observe price, you know what's going on, but you don't need to be trading it. All right, can this dip finally begin here? It looks like 92 is finally starting to maybe show some signs of weakness. I wouldn't long it, but could it work? Probably. I'm not gonna do it. Especially not before Daddy Pal's about to speak at 2:30. So we got a couple minutes left. Right now we could be accumulating before the distribution. My only thing right now that I do gotta watch for is if the dip does come in, no one knows how far it's gonna go. And after a 200 and plus point rally, there is no law that says that this 77 has to hold, right? So again, exercise caution, and I'm gonna be waiting for the simple thing I always wait for. If this level can fail, reclaim, that is what I'm looking for. If it does not fail and reclaim, I'm not gonna be touching it. Meaning if we come to like this like 78 pop, I don't have a trade. You know what I mean? Like I need to wait for the trap. And just because we have a trap, again, after a 250 point rally does not mean that we're going to rally another 250 points. Rather, I'm going to wait for that, take the trade right when we reclaim, and then lock that price in or lock it in at around that 92, perhaps look for a push even further. But at least at that point, I know I have a plan. I have an edge in the market. But right now, I don't know. We could rally from this 92. 92 is becoming support. You can see that there. We have some price dipping, squeezing, but it's becoming a magnet right now. I don't want no part of this. This is one of the slowest reactions to interest rates that I've seen in a while. Like, look, we rallied what? What did we go? We pushed up 5 points and we dropped less than 5 points, and we're back in the middle. Come on, yes, this is not the volatility that we were expecting. Do I use a clean candle strategy? No, I don't even know what that is. I'll be honest with you. Nope. I know it might sound weird, but I genuinely only look at the price. 94, I want 77. 77 is the previous all-time high. I'm waiting to see if we can drop 3 to 5 points below it. So that would mean no more of a drop than about 72. So we can go to the night 72, reclaim 77, I'm long. Like that is literally all I care about. I'm not saying that those what you're mentioning doesn't work. It's just I don't know. I just got used to, I guess, just always looking at price now. Well, no trades for me yet. Like I said, there's nothing for me to be touching here. So yeah, it's when price has moved through an area with little to no resistance. No, nada. If the price moves through a resistance solid, at that point, I'm actually waiting for the pullback towards that previous level of resistance. And that's amazing to me because if we haven't pulled back, that can mean a very good entry price. I would pull up different examples, but it's about to speak. He's about to speak right now, but I do like that if we like squeeze, let's assume that this 56 resistance we squeeze, right? And then we kind of trigger, continue trending higher, right? This is a good thing for me because I know that when the inevitable pullback comes in, I can take a long right off this level and then look for the push on up. Whereas when the candle squeezes through and then we have the pullback and then we go, I mean, it already played out here, right? That creates a clean candle. Yeah, no, I don't really know. I gotta say, I just trade price, solely price. I know it sounds weird, but that's like, I can't lie to you, you know what I mean? I don't know what that is. I don't know. Come on, let's start the dip. Jerome Powell, come here and say the economy's fudged or something. I don't know. Come on, Daddy Powell. He's gonna speak in 30 seconds. Get ready. Anything is gonna about to happen. Remember, I'm here preaching and saying this. Today is one of the trappiest days. Whoa, that was so loud there. Today's one of the trappiest days of the year. So I'm gonna be waiting for the trap, expecting the trap, and then I'm gonna follow the trap. He's about to speak, but before he speaks, this is your infomercial. If you want to join, we got up levels, key levels of support resistance. If you don't trade support resistance, it's okay. You can, bring your own take to the community there. It's a 100% free community, no in-app purchases required. All right, let's get down to the action here. 92 is holding. It's an extremely aggressive long at 92. I'm not comfortable with taking that risk at 92. So I'm going to be waiting and watching to see if we can get any form of pullback. Maybe I could have been long already 92, but I believe it in my soul. This day traps. So I don't know, man. I think it's either that 92 long here or yeah. puts good content out there. Trade Sharpie? I've never heard of them, but I can look into them. Maybe I can pick up something there, but not really. I just trade solely price, like I said, but it's always good for your, I think all new traders, especially when you're, it's good and bad to kind of look at everywhere, but it's also good because you can mold your own strategy, right? Because with the way I trade, the way everybody you see trading is not going to be the way that you trade. Everybody is going to make their own mind, right? Like you purchase the right way. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you can see kind of, right through some of the lies online and through some of the good stuff as well. It's around 92. The final game of the World Cup, 92. It's true though. Look at this. 92 playing out nicely still. Like I would have taken the long. It's just we are more than 250 points or 200 and something points and no meaningful pullback. And that is okay, but the higher you buy, the riskier it is. 92 playing out nicely, I guess, so far. He's live every day, the London session. I'll see. I looked him up. 92 holding so far. Not even wanting to crack 92. At this point, I'm not risking short anymore. Don't short the choo-choo train. As much as you want to do it, I want to do it, trust me, but it's not worth it. It is not worth it. There's some resistance here, but it's not worth it. I know you caught that, or you did spot that level earlier today. You pointed it on the Discord, but it's extremely difficult to nail the next one. You know what I mean? Like it's hard. It's hard business. So I'm gonna leave the shorting to the shorts to the bears. I'm gonna be looking for a long, but this is very slow. I gotta tell you, it feels like Monday. What is this? We were promised a show with FOMC and Jerome Powell speaking, and we're getting the chop. See, that's exactly another thing. Like, tested too many times. You're right. It's a mild resistance. We still gotta acknowledge that it's a speed bump, but I wouldn't trust it. You know what I mean? It's too many times already tested. I like how you mentioned that. It sounded like, you know what I mean? It sounded exactly like how I would have said it. So many tests of it. It's too much. First time around, you can feel good taking it. You know what I mean? Like we had that proven resistance. We get the first pop. Then you get, right here is arguably a good entry on the retest of that level. That is arguably the best entry because this time around, you had no idea we were actually going to kind of, get denied here. Second time, it's already proven. And now third time, it's now a used up toy that I want no part of. Come on, Daddy Pal, do something. The economy is not good. I don't know. There's too much inflation still. Say something. By the way, Antonio, I know you mentioned you were going to be setting up your Top Step account today. I don't know if you're, with Ninja Trader, but if you do it, you do have to activate a practice account. I say that because if you change brokers, right? And I know that you were talking about how, it's a struggle a little bit to kind of switch brokers and to learn it and stuff like that. We were kind of mentioning that this morning. Make sure that you're on a practice account if you're trying to practice how to get in and out with a new broker, right? Don't be doing it on your combine. All you do need to do is activate it on your back end of Top Step. Because I don't think they give you a practice account anymore. I think you have to activate it, which is easy to do, but I'm just letting you know if in case you do want to, test it out before you link up your combine to it. Another reason. They're very strong in the upside. Yep. I agree, man. It's difficult to short the choo-choo train, but what it is easy to do is stay out of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not touching this. Money is how do I say this? Money is a form of energy that shall not be wasted in a very stupid manner. And I feel like trading right now feels to me like that. Look at these candles. It looks like a Sunday evening session or like a Tuesday session in the evening. I guess while we're here waiting for something to happen, I'm going to show you this guy over here. See this? These mosquito zapper thingies. These things are lifesavers here. Freaking caught like 3 of them. The other day I was here late because I was fighting with them. Mosquitoes in this country are unforgiving. We don't have too many around where we live or here, but there's always that one, and one is enough to throw me off. I don't like them. I just must wait patiently. Wait, Leo. Wait, wait, wait. I might go buy a bowl off the side of the street. These guys, they're meant to go kind of in front of your house, right? But I like these little bowl here. This bowl the guy had. I like it. So I might go buy it. I think I can take him back with me to Canada afterwards anyways. He had a bear too, but I'm not buying the bear. The bear, that's money stupidly spent. Is that guy speaking or is he late to his own show? To find out. Or does he speak at 3? I don't think he said anything yet. Oh no, he is. He's talking. All right, finally, this thing's starting to move. All right, 92 is right here. That's up to you if you want to bid that level. This is a very first level of support here. I'm not really excited about bidding that level, but could work. 5,600 getting us denied once again. I am not longing this level. As I said, this is too close to resistance. So far, Antonio, third time working again at 5,600. The dollar is popping. Could this be it? Are we finally getting the pullback? Is this finally waking up? Whoops. Why does this do this? He's putting the target to sleep again. This might die. It's true though. I'm here almost sleeping. I'm like, what's going on over here? That candle was nice. I still don't have my hopes up. Until we start cracking, I'm not doing anything. All right, all right, all right. Thank you. Finally. All right, 92 has cracked. Like I said, I'm not going to be bidding the first level of support. I don't like shorting the choo-choo train, but Antonio very wisely pointing out that resistance 5600 right up there. If you like your low probability shorts, in my opinion, uh, that one worked really nicely so far, working. Finally getting a pullback. Perhaps if we pop back above 92 is an extremely aggressive long, which I don't know if I'm going to be taking, but nonetheless, it could be a long. Come on, go, go, go. Sell down, baby, sell down. All right, so I see two options here. I could potentially get long if we get back above 92, understanding that is an extremely, and I mean it, aggressive long, right? But I like that one better than thinking shorting at 92. I do not want to get short here, but it could act as resistance right now. So obviously I'm not going to short, but I'm watching if we pop back above 92 with some strength and maybe accept that level again. By the way, be careful if I'm long here, you know what I mean? Like understand that at this point I'm just willing to take the riskiest long that I can see here. But I'm going to wait and see how this candle closes. I need some more confirmation. I don't want to just hop in long here. We could get rejected and fade on back down. Lástima. 1 minute left on this candle. So there's two sides of this token here. Remember, the reclaim or the backtest of the 92. I'm not going to side with the shorts. No way. But if we can take back this level, we'll see. Could be interesting. 30 seconds left on this candle. But the 15-minute chart looks disgusting. My better sense is telling me to wait. Perhaps that's 70, but if we take back 92, it could mean a nice long here, but we'll see. Well, 8 seconds for this candle to close. 92 is becoming a battleground right now. And we close below it with a doji candle. So I'm going to be staying put. I don't like that candle closing like that. And I don't like the idea of closing right below 92. You can see why it's a wise move sometimes to wait for that candle to close. We close below it. I mean, below it, I'm thinking still, pulling back, but and we're right back above 92. My goodness, 92 becoming a magnet right now. A line in the sand right now. All right, looks like we're taking it back. Waiting to see if this pop is gonna fade on down or they're gonna hold this 92. Here it becomes tricky because we're getting a bounce from that low there. We're reclaiming 92, but not a very aggressive long just yet. I mean, push. I'm worried about if this is kind of like the final bounce and then we kind of trickle on down. But right now, back to feeling bullish again. We'll see if he wants to scoop me up around here, around this 93. Watch, that V is kind of coming into play now. Should have been long. Oh. Antonio's not trading this. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I just do like that dip below that 92 and reclaim of it. I mean, so far playing out nicely. They're looking squeezy. We have that level of resistance here, which I don't think might be holding. I think that that's kind of like that liquidity grab that we kind of needed in order to push off. The stops are right there. It makes sense to go get them now. Oh, come on, I should have been long. Shit. Hey, I thought we were going to get more volatility, but if this is what we get, this is what we get. You know what I mean? I'm going to try and see if I can get filled somewhere down. Big top. Big wick cam. Oh, this thing's going to break. It's going to squeeze after we break from here, I think. This is done on purpose. Look at this. This resistance here is done on purpose. So we got a little trap there, but I didn't think that that was going to be enough, man. Look at that. We got 92, which was acting as clear support. It fails, reclaims, and that's it. That's the long entry right there. 92. There's 10 points on that entry there, but I, of course, decided not to take it. Okay, if this thing pulls back, I know above 92, I can comfortably take that long there. Maybe as high as I would like to go is like 94. Like that, it puts me a little bit on top of this candles here. You see how we had those candle touches there, kind of some mess here. Okay. The V for victory playing out without Papa, without me. My goodness. I'm not too excited yet, though. Come on, pull back. Pull back one last time. One last time, baby. One last time. That's smelling trappy on the upside. Whoa. You see that? We kind of squeeze through that. We hunt that liquidity, and then we're kind of pulling back into the range. So that kind of changes things right there. Uh-oh. I'm not trying to say anything, but I'm being cautious, extra cautious now on this. That does not smell right with me. We'll see. $10.67 mini con. What is mini? 603. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit worried now on this long down here. Be careful, guys. Be careful. I know I have an order set there, but might be pulling it. I don't like how that candle closed like that. That is not smelling right with me. Not sitting right. I don't like it. Don't like it, but this is so slow. Oh my goodness. Where's the volatility? Come on. This is the slowest I think I've ever traded or I've ever even sat through while Jerome Powell's speaking. This is by far the slowest session I've ever traded during FOMC. This is sad. And I mean, come on, we can't really be upset. We had a 200 and something point rally, right? Like, market needs to congest some of that. Lots of contracts. I don't even have 2 contracts. Telling you. All right, I'm thinking about this. Am I gonna be long above 92? I don't like how that trap is smelling trappy to the upside right now. I don't like it. We have 2 traps right now. One below, one above. So which one's gonna win? I don't like this middle ground here now. Obviously, I picked the trend going up, but there is no obligation for 92 to hold right now. Either way, I wouldn't have been filled. I said I max I wanted 94. We only got to 94.75, so I was not gonna get filled anyways. I'm not gonna be stressing about it. And so far, again, trying to break through those highs there again. The Bulls are kicking some ass. I gotta tell you, my goodness. Even after that kind of rally, they're still pumping this thing. They are still pumping. Amazing. If we were to somehow magically break down right now, 92 and break down the low of this trap, I'll be short. Assuming that this holds here. If this high here holds, we break down 92, and we can manage to break this low, maybe back this 92, I'll be short at that point. And you might wonder why. Well, there's 2 traps here, right? One at the bottom, one at the top. This is kind of the range that I see right now. So if you or me, if I believe that these two are the traps, right? They're kind of looking like this. Something like this. So if you understand that these two are traps to the upside right now, one of them's got to break. Whichever one breaks is the way we're pretty much headed. So if we break down, we backtest this 92 area, I'll be looking for the short. If we break up, we come back to where it's testing 92, I'll be long. But here in the middle, it's very difficult for me to say which way because we don't know. I'm trying to stay flexible with the idea of, we could pull back, but at the same time, not trying to get caught too bullish either. You know what I mean? Exercising some caution. Right now, there's two traps, up and below and above. One of them's got to win. And good thing is, we don't need to guess who. We just need to wait for price to basically break one of these. I would not short this. And kind of was expected, the upside. I mean, on a 15-minute or a 5-minute chart, I agree. The reason why I'm being so patient and cautious here is because you know what happens if you get too happy long and then, the pullback comes in. But if it doesn't want to come in, we must honor the trend and just look for the long, right? And the trap here playing out nicely. We have 92 level of support. We have the trap, and so far playing out beautiful. And I didn't long there. I have no level of resistances to even bother talking about. We just made a new high. Tony would take the long at 5,600. Like it. I'm more comfortable with waiting for a little bit deeper, maybe like 94. But we'll see. Right now, I still have no entries. I have nothing good to talk about here right now. Power hour just started, so maybe now with Daddy Powell's done, maybe. I think he's done, right? Or do they question him now? Oh. I think he's done. No, he's not done yet. Come on, let Power Hour do something. Look at the 15-minute candle, Brent. You were talking about blowing through resistances with a solid candle. If you look at the 15-minute candle, we just did exactly that. So we had that level of resistance sitting at 5,600. I don't know. 0175. We just blew that resistance with a solid bar, closing solid on the top at 06 or 0650. It almost got to that 5600 level for Antonio there. Got right down to the O2. Look at that, back testing that previous level right there. Look at this. That previous level of resistance just got back tested right there. Well, the market's not giving me nothing, so I guess I can complain about this. In Canada, these things clean computers, right? They're just like air blowers, air dusters, compressed air in a can. In Canada, these things are like $4. Over here, they're like $9 American. What a ripoff. I complain because, again, like the people that work here, how are these people charging $10 for a compressed air can? They make $10 in a day, or $12 or $15 a day. Like, some things just make no sense to me here. All right, that was my complaining for the day. I'm gonna start being grateful now. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm sitting here, still waiting patiently, trying to follow my plan, following the rules, not trying to get caught up in this. Now we're moving nice, but at least we didn't get caught up with this chop here. I feel good about that. This chop. Not taking a trade is okay. I think it's a fallacy. I don't know how we've been sold this idea that we must trade. Just because we come on the computer, we sit down, we must trade, right? Or else why sit down? Well, they have a degree of truth in it, well, that, we do gotta trade, but not the bullshit. We need to trade the good stuff. So far, I see the trap to the downside there. We talked about the reclaim of 92, how it was going to be an aggressive long there. I should have just taken a step back and long there right there. Would have been sitting pretty right now at 06. Long from the 92. At least we weren't, shorting or doing anything stupid. So I can feel kind of good about that. And it's getting hot here now. I love it. I went outside. We're walking. It's amazing. The heat is back, baby. We're back to our summer now almost. It's hot. In Canada right now, be freezing. So they're only going to see me next summer. And I go back later. Toronto right now, feeling like 12 or 13. The low overnight is going to be 8. And then tomorrow, we're already going to be touching -3 tomorrow in Toronto. Through that. But now it's 30 degrees here. 30, feeling like 34. I love it. $30 feeling like 34 versus -3. Yeah, I'll take the feeling like 40. Sorry, feeling like 34. All day, every ducking day. I love the winter. You love the winter. I think you should visit Canada one day. When you live, I'm like living there for me, I don't know. The winter starts around September, ends April, basically. We're in the dark. I feel like Batman. Look, I really wanted to do something here, but Besides that little trap we just had down there, there's not much. And by the way, new all-time high right there, right now. If we do get a meaningful pullback from that level right there, I will be marking it. That's an all-time high there. If not, then I'm just gonna delete it. Wife hates Trump last night. She was like, I want to move to Canada. I don't know. I don't know if Canada's any better, in my opinion. I think so, Brent, especially because you're on your brand new XFA. I don't see why you would want to be risking it with this kind of garbage price action right now. I mean, yes, that long 92 playing out nicely, but you know what I mean? It's not that like juicy long as well where you're like, fudge, you know what I mean? Like it might continue to go, but I'm not in love with this. They do. They don't sell them. I'm sorry if I said they sell them. They give it for free. The government funds drugs in Canada. You don't need ID to go get it. You don't need no ID. You don't need adults to buy it for, I mean, to get it for you. You don't need parental consent. You literally can just walk up there. You have this vending machine. Pop the drug you want. They have, from what I heard, they have all the selections you want. In case you're not okay with cocaine, you can have some heroin. That's fine. If you don't like heroin, well, I mean, there's other drugs there. They even provide you with the pipes and everything. In case you don't have your accessories, the government will give you the accessories as well. It's messed up. I mean, I think we should be helping these people. You know what I mean? I get it. Drugs are addicted. They are very extremely addicted. But I don't think you get an addict off by giving him drugs. It's like me when I was smoking. Somebody told me I'm gonna give you cigarettes for free because you are a smoker. How the hell am I gonna want to quit? You just basically telling me now I'm gonna save money. You know what I mean? But no, I quit. It was hard. It was difficult. It was the three arguably most painful months of my life in terms of dealing with something. Like mentally, I was just always off, like weird and feeling weird. My blood pressure went up. Um, I was experiencing all these weird things, sweaty palms, everything that you read about online, I had it. So I'm happy, obviously, now I don't need to smoke every day. I'm not a smoker. I'm done with it. And I actually find my life is even better. Because I'll be honest, like before, if I needed to have a smoke, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go over there. You stay here with the kids or whatever, have fun, here, take, whatever, go buy something, and then I'll meet you there. So I was missing a lot of my life in general. Like if my kids were doing something, I would be whatever outside, or I mean, I didn't smoke too much either, but even 5 minutes a day times five, that's 25 minutes out of my life that I've now got regained back. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you, if you don't smoke, don't start. If you don't like drugs, don't start. Do good to your body. And we're just continuing with the pump. Again, I missed it today. Maybe because of I got caught up with the chop and then I didn't see it properly, but the trap right here, the breakdown below 92. We get back above 92. It's smelling like a trap, but I'm not willing to trade a trap when there is no real big trap because what was that? Like that was a micro dip, you know what I mean? We need a little bit more of a pullback, more than 5 points at least. I'm independent. I do lean left, but I hate how far left these Yeah, I mean, like I don't have any problem with anybody who's left or right. I don't even look at life like that in general. Like they want to divide people, you know what I mean? Left, right. It's the far stuff that's bad. Even on the right, you have things that are extremely stupid as well. I don't side with them or the other, you know what I mean? I want to use my common sense for things, but for example, the drug issue, I don't think kids should be able to do it. You know what I mean? If you want to give it to adults, maybe at local shelters or whatever, they have their own places. And again, keep it on the hands of adults. You know what I mean? A 15-year-old should not be able to have access to these drugs, especially considering that, and not every 15-year-old is an addict, or any adult is an addict, but being able to have access to these things freely and very accessible can only make a society maybe tempted to do these things. And all it takes is one hit from one of these pipes. I've never taken nothing like that ever in my entire life, and I never plan to. But having it freely accessible to you is not going to help. You know what I mean? And the right has their own issues too. I just want to use my common sense and hold to my own truth. You know what I mean? Like I want to believe my truth and exercise my level of consciousness to the best that I can. And within our hearts, I think we believe we know what is right and we know what is wrong. It's like somebody who wants to be a transgender. Hey, that's fine. Over here, we have plenty of transgenders. It's not that this country doesn't let them be. Like, it's just that I don't need to be glorifying them as well. You know what I mean? Canada like glorifies these people, and I don't need to glorify anybody besides God and myself. You know what I mean? I don't need to be looking up to anybody. And then in the schools over there, they're already putting that there. There's books in Canada where it talks to, again, kindergarten kids or like 1-year-old kids. There are books that they can go and pick up talking about how maybe the kid felt like was feeling things, you know what I mean, like sexually feeling things. And I'm like, you're talking to a 6-year-old here, like 6-year-old here. Both sides are screwing. I'm telling you, that's why I say, I mean, it's both of them. Both of them. I don't think Trump is some holy virtuous person that, is gonna save everybody. You know what I mean? Like both of them. That's what, like I said before, I couldn't care less who wins. It's like it's almost rigged to the point that either way we're screwed. Trump, when I do like his policies, do I believe he will pass the power to stage the president? No. Apparently, it's weird, man. I don't know. And again, we all have our personal beliefs. Antonio leans a little bit more to the left. Not to call you up, but you do. That's what you just said on the chat. I lean a little bit more to the right, but again, at the end, that doesn't make us enemies. You know what I mean? Like Antonio, I get along with him every single day. He gets along with me. We're talking on the Discord every single day. This is what real, I think democracy is supposed to be about, where we can have an open conversation and discussion about things without either one of us getting upset at each other. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's supposed to be. But these politicians, they've made it all about either the far left or the far right, and they want to act like they're in the middle, but they're not, and they're dividing people in general. We have to see through the lies. You know what I mean? Anyways, this is your infomercial. If you want to get part of this community, it's free, no in-app purchases. The link is on the chat, which I didn't pin, but it is here at the very top. I'll pin it right now. Again, we just continue to grind up higher right from this trap here. So today we did have a little trap, but not one that I traded or was comfortable with trading, just because I thought that we were going to pull back deeper. I'll be honest. I really did. If we had done this at this 77, which is what I said on the stream I was looking for down here, I would have been long instantly. I wouldn't even waited, I think. Right through the push. I would have been long right here. I believe in my great Belgian beer on a Friday evening. Cheers to that, man. Cheers to that. That's exactly the best thing I believe in. Maybe tomorrow we should do a power hour stream. Maybe I'll crack one open here for this on the stream. I don't know if I can show the beer, but maybe on a cup. Hey, but Belgian beer is pretty strong. Especially if it's dark beer. I'm not a big fan of dark beer. I find it too strong. My cojones are not, you know, for the beer, dark beer. I like the blonde. For me, it's a nice blonde beer. You give me a nice Suprema, which is our brand here, or a Corona, Budweiser. I'm happy with all those. I'm not too picky. As long as she's a blonde, it's good, and it's going to go down good. Cheers. All right, now here with this, with the charts right now. It's strong. My wife had to drive. You guys want to know a funny story, actually? Right now that just happened. My mouse, I forgot to charge it yesterday, and I knew that it was dead. So, I legit cannot either enter any trades or end the stream. Heineken sometimes. Hey, we're talking here about beer. I said I wasn't going to drink today, but you guys are getting me excited about opening one up later with my dinner. Especially with this heat. It's 30 degrees outside. I'm going to probably do some barbecue. I have one rule. Not during the week. I applaud you, my friend. I applaud you. That is one rule that I kind of need to implement on my life. I like to have it with my dinner, you know what I mean? Because I only eat once a day. So yesterday I ate twice, and the day before too, I kind of broke. But typically, I'm always eating once a day. So I do intermittent fasting, and I do like having one with my dinner. I can only drink on the weekends. If not, I'll explode. I'm too fat these days. Well, I appreciate the honesty. I like you guys though. You guys would be good friends actually. Not drinking during the week. That's good company to have around. Hold yourself, discipline. I'm not gonna lie, I drink sometimes during the week. I try not to overdo it, but I don't. I'm good majority of the time. I'm good. I'm a good boy. Now I'm here thinking, how am I gonna end this stream? The only way is I actually don't know. All my ports on my computer are used up, so if I literally want to charge the mouse, I need to unplug something. We'll see. Where the hell is... No, I can't charge it. I can unplug this. Yeah, I just need a cable. I just got an idea. I think I need a spare mouse for this one time. In Canada, I have so many more things. I have so much stuff in Canada. It's unbelievable, but here we make do with what we got. Start to drink a glass of wine at dinner is good, especially when we have dinner. They're a perfect match for me. Red wine and Alfredo pasta. You're making me hungry, man. I haven't eaten nothing. Alfredo pasta. I love Alfredo pasta. I haven't had one in a while. With red wine, I'll be honest, I'm not a wine drinker. I only like my nice cold beer, but wine, beer, however you enjoy your meal with, just enjoy, enjoy the little things in life. Like that's what's really something else. Something else I do want to mention too, when I'm eating, so this is something I kind of started implementing in my life as of a couple of years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years now. Before, before I was a full-time trader and everything, I used to obviously work for a living, and I used to have my TV in the background, watching the news or whatever, watching something in general, just having it as a background noise. I thought it was a good thing, but obviously, I quickly changed my mind after that. I realized what I was doing was wrong, and now whenever I go to have my dinner, I don't have my watch on me. I don't have electronics around me. I don't want nothing on. I genuinely want to just focus on my meal. And ever since I started doing that, food tastes better. I feel more grateful about things. And you kind of tend to swallow life a little bit better. Like just understanding, being in the moment more, you know what I mean? I know it sounds weird, but I'm telling you, like, I really am. I believe in stuff like that, like being in the present, living in the now. You know what I mean? It creates a different reality. Like, if you're just drifting through the day, like, you're just living at that point. I don't want to live, I want to experience my life. Your wife is complaining a lot about it. About why your wine with your pasta? Hey, I like my cold drink, my beer with my meal. I'll spend the last 30 minutes reset for the church tomorrow. I always get up early. I love it. Amazing. I don't know what time is it there. You saying you're gonna go to sleep soon? What time is it? Oh yeah, you're in. That's right. You're in Belgium. You're must be like 8 hours ahead. Because Portugal, I think is like 5 or 6. 9:30. My goodness, yeah. So you're about 6 hours. Yeah. Well, Brand, it was a pleasure having you here. I do appreciate you tuning in. I know we could have gone that trade down there at that 92. I wasn't feeling it, and if you weren't feeling, like if you not feeling, if price didn't go to your levels as well, there's no need to kind of be taking those trades, right? Tomorrow is another day, and at the end of the day, I mean, now it's starting to move up nicely, trending higher, but again, like that chop for that first 30 minutes after the rate was released, not a whole lot of reason to be getting excited. But I do appreciate you tuning in. Spending with the TV, social media videos, and etc. We need and appreciate the talk. Hey, I won't disagree with her on that. I mean, why not, right? If she does find like maybe you are maybe spending a little bit of time too much on computer for whatever reason, right? Learning the charts or whatever, dedicate some time to her. You know what I mean? And you know what they say: happy wife, happy life, my friend. If she starts nagging, might give you. See you guys tomorrow. See you. See you. Nice. Starting tonight. Why? We'll keep it PG, but I'm saying tonight. It's a good time to pick, right? Antonio, you're still from Brazil. Brazilian talking about later tonight. Yeah, me too. I'm kind of waiting for that, but I'm hoping that we kind of pull back because I can't even slide my chart anymore. I'm waiting for the cable, and this thing's dead. Brazil is hot as day these days. Hey, that's good. But I know you like winter, you said. Come on. Oh, come on. We sat through this whole session. Nothing. I'm okay with not trading this, though. I'll be honest. That trap down there, I would have not taken it. I'm not in love with it. It still worked, though. Even that little trap below 92, reclaim 92, boom. Still paying. Still paying. So even though I didn't trade it today, I know that if I say tomorrow, you know, the trap worked again, somebody might be like, it's hindsight. No, it's not hindsight. We're always looking for these exact same setups. We have a key level of support that gets flushed 3 to 5 points. This one, well, it might have been a little bit more, but give or take that area. We reclaim 92, and then we take the long looking for the push to the opposite way, obviously to the long side in this case. But that's the idea here. One trade. This is all one move. One giant move. All right, we got the charger back. Sorry about that. I gotta get a better adapter because to do the stream and the camera, I need this like little adapter, and it kind of lags sometimes. I already ordered a new one though. It's coming from Canada, so that lag is gonna stop. The 8 p.m. last night, he has never pulled back. It never did. Unbelievable. If there was one trade this whole session, it was that trap down there, which we were talking about it. The volatility came in. We got the little trap. I just FOMC. I'm so cautious about the first level. You know what I mean? Like, it's so ridiculous how this thing is just gliding like this. But if you do tune in, or if you do watch any of the other videos, you know that that's not going to be the last one we're going to see here. It's always going to come back. The trap always plays out. I just hope, I'm hopeful that tonight we're going to pull back so that tomorrow we can have some fresh levels, and at least I won't be feeling all worried about this pullback. Look, even if I wanted to put on a trade right now, I gotta wait. Charge, mouse. Charge. Charge. You know, Apple's a sham too. These guys are... Why? Like, you know the definition of trying to fix a problem that does not need fixing? That's what Apple does a lot of the times. All my stuff is always Apple. Like, you can call me an Apple fanboy, whatever you want, but all my stuff has always been Apple. I like their products. I like everything. But why this? You're going to tell me that engineers and ducking people that go to Harvard, this is the best way you guys could have come up with this? Basically, the ducking mouse, the charger, is at the bottom. So if your mouse dies, you can no longer use your mouse. And worse, you can't even put it on the table flat because, well, that charger's at the bottom. I never went to Harvard, and I could have probably came up with an idea to be able to have the capability to either plug it behind or in front, even better in the front, so that even if it dies while you're using it, while you're using your computer, you can still plug it in and maybe still use it while it's charging. Common sense, right? The entire time I'm here, I did 6 trades in 2 instruments, 2 trades on ES, 4 trades on CL, 3 losses, 3 winners. Tomorrow I'll trade less. Sounds like it. If you traded 6 times in the past hour, it's a little bit tricky, my friend, because it is getting into the realm of overtrading, right? Because it's 6 straight. But, I mean, I don't know how you end it, right? If you ended a green or not, but you got to wait for those setups. Like that trap there, that's it. This is all one trade, you know what I mean? One. You're trying hard not to fumble. It's tricky, right? But at least just try to minimize those trades. You definitely want to trade less. Green. I like it. I will have some closing thoughts that I'm going to give you right now, which is this is by far the slowest FOMC reaction that I've ever traded through. This feels like Monday. I mean, yes, we're pumping from the 92 to the 07, but what are we up? 10, 15 points max, and taking a while to get there. And the first hour was a chop fest. So this is very, very slow. This is the slowest I've ever even had to even endure through this. Your Daddy Powell didn't do it. I don't know what he said, but one thing I do and can tell you is that trap to the downside there is very telling. We're turning 06 into support. You can see that right there. If we break down 06, perhaps we go back down to the 92. I'm wondering, is this worthy of a short? I believe it happened ×2 today. Well, how small are your stops? Are they 2 points, 1 point? I don't want to say it, but this is starting to kind of smell like a little bit of a breakdown here. If we can break down 06. Overall, I'm going 1.5 points. Yeah, it sounds like you might be over trading a little bit there. You gotta find that, that edge that I'm talking about. So like that, you can reduce the amount of trades you put on, and you can essentially have a little bit of a bigger stop. You don't need a big stop. 3 points is plenty on ES. 3, 5 points, depending how. Because if your stops are too tight, you're basically saying that you have the absolute best entry that the market that you might be like, perfect on that entry. And remember, the point of the stops is to have them in a place where you're wrong on your trade. So you always want to, kind of Give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. You never want to be too tight on your stop. You need at least on ES 3 points or 12 ticks. That is sufficient in my opinion, as long as your entries are pretty good. All right, let's see if this mouse has some battery now. Yes, back. It's at 4%, so come on. Let this be the 4% that gets me through to finish this day now. If we break down this 06, we could be pulling back to the 92. I'm just thinking if I'm going to be shorting this. I don't want to short this on my XFAs. So for disclosure, I'm going to be now switching over. I'm going to take out this baby over here. She's gone. There's no way I'm shorting with the XFA. No way. And don't say I didn't tell you, you know what I mean? I'm telling you. And if you're ever wondering, just ask me, you know? I'm now switched over to the Combine. All right, I'm thinking if we break down this 06, we could be back testing 92. What happened to me? You got stopped by 3 ticks. Your 3 ticks is not enough for a stop, Antonio. I think it's too tight, way too tight. That is that's like saying that you're perfect on your entry, and you know what I mean. Like, not to be disrespectful to you or even my entries. We can never assume that we're perfect to the point that we can afford a 3-point tick stop, right? So you need to kind of work on that a little bit. But you got to be committed to that stop. How long have I been trading? A couple of years now, full time only about 2 years and a bit, over 2 years. Full time. I started trading stocks, penny stocks mainly, about 7 years ago. All right, I'm thinking if we break down this 06, we could be back testing 92. I am on a Combine now. I am no longer on XFAs. I'm thinking about a short here. Let's see if price can get back above and back test 06 now. You can see why, because this is a level of support, well, resistance. We kind of break through it, where you can see we're making many touches of this level, trying to hold. So if we break, we could be essentially pulling back now. I wish I reached that too. Great work. Thank you. I appreciate it. It takes time, but you know what? Like I said, I've been trading penny stocks 7 years. 7 years ago, I was still with my job. I was with my laptop at my job doing, placing trades. You know what I mean? Looking at what was hot, what wasn't hot. Just, it takes time. You know what I mean? It takes a long time. And then you got to have funds in order to be able to save up so that you can take some time off, right? To be able to do this. And then practice. All right, I'm thinking about a short here. It is a Combine short, so please understand that I am now entering a trade that is typically against what I would normally do, but because I want to see if this kind of setup can bring us lower, I'll give it a shot on a Combine, maybe, if we close this candle below 06. And we're not. And now maybe it could be another trap to the downside. Below 06, we are reclaiming 06. And just like that, the tables got flipped. Definitely, I'm being cautious both ways right now. And we're squeezing. Let's see where this candle closes. Close the back above 06. Like I really thought we were gonna get some crazy volatility. You know what we typically are used to, like when Jerome Powell's speaking, we have the drop, the traps everywhere. But today is such a slow day. I mean, it feels like Monday. Yes, we're continuing to rally, and this is the trap here. This is the one I kind of fumbled here a little bit today, but this is it. My job is to be in right here. Anything else after that is this is all the same move. This is one leg. And I'm always looking for this. This is where we want to trade. This is the money right here, right there. And then you're wondering, how do you find these? Well, these are called traps. We have a level of support that gets flushed, reclaims, and we're looking for the continuation of that trend. If you want to know a little bit more about the V and the traps, you want to join a free community. It is the link is pinned to the chat. There is no in-app purchases. I don't sell you anything. I'm not even an affiliate of TopStep or any other company. I do use the TopStep platform, but I don't promote or advertise them in any way, shape, or form. So you know my opinion is unbiased. VIX is dropping down to 5% today. Because, yeah, there's no volatility. This thing just keeps on going up and up. All right, we're closing back down below 6. I'm kind of liking this again for a short here. I do think that we could be in for a nice short here. We'll see. I don't know yet. Don't follow me to this trade, all right? Please understand this goes against kind of everything that I'm typically looking at. But just to get this combine started and wet, let's see if we can get this short here from the 06 down to the 92. Come on. Don't tell me now I'm not going to get filled at 0575. Come on, do that little wick up. Oh, almost. Very close. Oh, come on. Come on. Fill me. If it doesn't fill me, it's not meant to be. And I'm filled. Thank you. My stop will be at 0875. I'm not going to be willing to give this any more room than that. What time is it? 3:45. Maybe I should have waited for the algos. Remember, this is a combine, okay? I'm telling you, don't be doing this. This is just me testing some stuff out here. Come on, man. Let's get this dip to the 92. I'm going to go 08, 09. Just like that, I'm above these wicks there. Dun, dun. The algos are coming in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Maybe it would have been better to wait for them. If you're going to take a gambly short, you might as well do it with the algos, right? And she's right back above. Llueve. Llueve, llueve. And it stopped. Kind of as expected, but it is a short, risky short indeed. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, don't do this trade. Okay, this is just me testing some stuff out here. Trying to see how well that thing did there. I didn't need to really enter a trade, but testing the waters, but get more insight on the market. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like the combine, I'm not on my XFAs. Like there's no way in 100 years that I would have taken that trade within my XFAs. Don't do it. Right now, it's the algos that are gonna come in. If you're trading around this time, I think that you know what I mean. Like you're kind of asking for for losses and stuff like that. So that's why I'm basically already thinking my trading is done for the day. I'm not gonna get any like trades in, I guess. I was hoping to trade with my XFAs, but nothing worthwhile for me today. I mean, we just kind of pushed higher, but if there's no setup, if there's no actual, you know, yeah, setup and price didn't go to your levels, well, then you don't have an edge in the market, so then you should stay out of it. My stops are always 3 points, so 12 ticks. Eight ticks, I think, is too small because you could be wrong very easily. All right, the algos are going to come in. If I make another trade, just understand that I'm understanding and I'm wary of the risks. I typically I don't stream at this time, so I don't really get to say this as much, but understand that anything happens right now. This is very algo-driven environment. You are essentially a gambler right now. So if you are okay with those odds and those terms that I'm giving you right now, then you are okay to trade. You know what I mean? Do not be taking this trade that I might be doing right now and then think that this is part of, some crazy, setup or something that's happening. No. It's the same idea. We're breaking down below 6, so I'm thinking about a short here, but I'm going to be waiting for the algos to come on in right now. Just understand. Entertainment purposes only. That is correct. Especially right now at 350. This is nothing but entertainment right now. Fuck, I knew it. I was too early on that last one. Sons of bees. They had to do it. I'm telling you, I'm always one move too early on that short. But it was smelling like a breakdown there. I think we want to backtest 92. So we can pop. Come on, pop, 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 pop. But now I'm going to flip. If we do get back above 06, I'll be long instantly. But right now, I'm still holding to that idea. We want to backtest 92. I'm telling you, I'm always one little bit move too early on the actual push on that short whenever we're breaking down like this. It always happens. It's like a fucking manifested. Ugh. All right, all right, all right, all right. Come on, man. I was one move too early a little bit on this. But I do think they're going to go to that 92. It was smelling like a breakdown up there. Fudge. I don't think it was the wrong idea trying to be short there. Just a little bit too early. And I love how my stop was 09. And look, we got to 1050. So, I mean, okay, fine. It wasn't that. And there we go. We're pushing right back on down towards the 92. And this is what I mean by, the breakdown. When you have a key level, like, well, not a key level, but this was the level of resistance. And then we kind of, put in this rally a little bit. We're back testing. And then whenever these pops back above get sold, it's becoming weaker. So then we could be breaking down. I think so. I think it looks like my intentions were right, just a bit too early. Too early. But that's okay. I mean, I guess there's some good to take away from this. I gotta just walk away and be like, well, how do I not be early? You know what I mean? Or better yet, just understand that maybe I've been sitting here for so long without trading that I may have been a little bit impatient. And we're going exactly to the target at the 92 right now. Good job. At least we weren't thinking long up there, I guess. But remember, this is entertainment purposes. We are on a combine. I was genuinely telling you there, don't do this trade. But if you were a little bit after, so far it would have been working out. I suffer the same problem. I think this problem is more on the short side. Like on the long side, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. Because the shorting, the problem with the shorts is that you see these bounces, they need to get sold into. And once they are getting sold, then you start to build the bias that this level wants to get broken. It wants to basically, it's getting drained of its supply. So the problem with the short is that we don't really know which is going to be that one that's going to be like this. It could have been that last one where I was short. And that's why it's extremely difficult for me to sometimes catch these. Whereas the trap is much easier because there's only one of them. There is only one flush of the support and there is one reclaim of the level. So only uno. Whereas the short is a little bit more tricky. Have a good rest of your evening, Antonio. Sounds like you might have a good one. Yeah, so enjoy it. I'm still here trying to catch a little bit of a short side on this. I had the right idea right there, right at looking for that 06 short towards that 92 bottom, but doesn't look like I'm going to be getting filled or getting any entries right now. Right idea, one move too early. It happens. As long as we can understand trend, know where price is going for the short term that we're in, we could be right. And I'll go do some more. Let's pop. Oh, come on, don't go to the 92 yet. But this is a good sign though, because this kind of tells me that we broke down this 06, right? So if ES can somehow break 92 overnight, we could be pulling back overnight, which leaves Friday with the gates open for that magical pump at open that I'm always looking for. So we'll see. All right, it can get pretty hectic at the market close right at 4, so hopefully we can get some more volatility in here. This is still not pretty volatile. Come on. Got just short of 4 minutes to market close. Three minutes to market close now. Come on, let's see if we can get some more volatility in this thing. And we're going right to the 92. Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like that might be the wrap. We might be breaking towards that 92 right away. I'm not gonna chase short here. The entry short was right here. I guess it would have made sense if my stop was above all these candles here, but you know, in a short, I'm not gonna give it that much of a stop. No way. One minute and a half to market close. Can we get a little bit more volatility in here, like some up, down, you know, something? Come on, algos, do something here. One minute. Come on, a little bit more. Push up a little bit more. Push up, push up. All right. If they reclaim 06, that's scary, but 05, 05. I'm short at 05. What is it? 05.25 right now. We're perfectly back testing 06. You can see that back test right there. Right of 06. Come on, now break down that low. Break it down. Market's not closed. We're in after hour trading right now. I'm going to go break even already. If the bears want to take me downtown, then I'll go downtown with them. If not, I'm going to be breaking even there. Come on, let's take it this thing down to the 92. All we got to do is break down right here. And we go 92. You can see how these levels become like support, resistance, and vice versa, and why I call this game the greatest game of ping pong. Like, you have that 06, which is a key level where we keep on talking about this level, and we just back tested right there. Question is now, can the bears actually get us to the 92? Can they bring us to the promised land of 92? Likelihood, probably not. I mean, I don't even know if bears exist, but the idea is simple here. Support, resistance, breaks down, likelihood back test right there. Look at that back test. Look at where it got denied. 06.25. Do you think that that is coincidence? It didn't get stuck there because I thought it would get stuck there. It's because it was a key level. Now it's becoming resistance. And now we hit likely will go to the 92, but I don't know if we will right now. But I'm just saying, like, you know, that's how I get my entries there, but come on, I don't want to take this thing. I gotta be out of this position very soon. I think with tossed up, I gotta be out of this position by 410 latest. I cannot be in this position by 410 or 05, I think. So I need this thing to move quickly. Move. Vámonos. Anda. Para abajo. Para abajo. No para arriba. Para abajo. Down, baby, down. Down, down, down. Either way, I'm risk-free already, so as much as I would like to take profit, I'm gonna just let this thing go. I'm gonna let it print. Let it print. Break, baby. Break, 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 break. Break it. Break it. Very nice price action. It's a matter of picking our shots. You see what I mean? Like down up there, we had the right idea. I think it was the right idea there. I think we're hunting 92. I just hope we do it before I gotta get out of this position. I don't want it to be doing it like, you know, something stupid like at 6:15 later on. But this is a good sign to start us off for the night move. Because if right now, overnight, we can break down 92, tomorrow morning, we will have some fresher levels that we can trade and look for the long side in the traps. But it all depends on what happens overnight, you know what I mean? This is why ES is a never-ending story. We must remember what happens today so that we can do better tomorrow, you know what I mean? Come on, break, break, break. NQ looks like she wants to break. Come on. Don't back this 06. Let's go down, baby. Down, down. And also, my stop should not be at break even. I don't like break even trades. I despise them. But I'm doing, I mean, it's 403. Like, what am I going to do? I don't want to risk anymore. You know what I mean? Come on, break, 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 break. I know, man. Like, I wish too. Like, what difference would it make? Like, if it's 410, we closing, let's say it's somewhere down here. I don't want to be re-entering later on. I wish too, but I gotta get out of this soon, man. Come on. I think we're going to that 82. I'm sticking to that idea. Don't BS. Come on, man. Sell this fucking thing. Show me Niagara Falls. I haven't seen it in a while. I want to see it. I might get out. I have to. Ah, come on. Come on. Don't do me like this. We have 5 minutes. I think I was supposed to be getting out now, or I think it's 410 or something like that. If I'm not wrong, I think it's 410. But I need to get out at 09 because I'm not going to let it go until 010. Breaks the rules, and it's no good. Come on, break down, baby, break. Don't go. Oh my gosh. 06, 33. It is, but I gotta get out of this soon. That's why I was rooting for this thing to go lower quick. Like I said, my stop shouldn't be there, but I'm gonna be settling for break even. And NQ starting to go. I'm gonna get broken even. Whoops. What the hell just happened there? I do still think we're gonna hit 92. As long as we maintain below 6, we will be hitting 92 overnight. I can always re-enter later on, but I'm not going to be entering a short later on. I'm going to go back. Come on. Take it out then. Take me out. And broke even. All right, there finishes the day. It looks like we might be backtesting 06. Should have locked in profit down there. I just thought for some reason that the bears were going to get us down to the 92. It looked like it could have happened. Broke even on it. I am done. So there's no way I'm entering another trade today. So I appreciate you guys all tuning in today. I know it's a little bit of a longer stream and boring because of the FOMC was just it was a mess. It was a mess. Disaster. So we're still below 06. It's still a good potential short to get us back down to the 92, but I cannot be in a trade at this moment in time. So I'm going to walk away. Thank you all for tuning in. Ciao. I'll see you all tomorrow for Fresh Cash Friday. Do not forget your lucky shirt. If you don't have one, get one. It's amazing to finish green on a Friday, and then, you have your whole weekend. And why not sprinkle a little bit of luck with that shirt? So don't forget it. Ciao.